So here we are looking at assignment A of Biostatistics 105, and we are looking at class session 13, and we are looking at number 19. Now the assignment says that, we talked about Harry, we talked with 20 tourists. She designated each bus as a group, and she then randomly selected 2 tourists from each of the 10 buses that were on the bayfront. She asked each one how much US they intend to spend on the island. So this now is the actual assignment. And according to this scenario, the topic must be tourist expenditure. And the research question looks like, what is the significant characteristic of tourist expenditure? And the tourist population average is equal to 200 US. That will be the hypothesis. In that case, remember the hypothesis is an answer to the research question without empirical data. So the objective here seems to be to determine the significant characteristics of the tourist expenditure, meaning the population of tourists. So data was collected, and here are the values. So these data values now are different from the example. So here I'm going to outline an example. So the scenario is the same. The topic, research question, hypothesis. The hypothesis is different. In the assignment, it says is equal to, but in the scenario, I change it to less than. So we have 2 different hypotheses, one for the assignment itself and one for the example. So part D, that's where we are now. It says to use the stem and leaf to locate the lower, middle, and upper quartile, and you can get assistance in week 2, page 4, 5, and 6. So let's go there and see how it explains how to do that. Now, week 2 now is like unit 2 in biostats. Okay, so we go to unit 2, and we look to see where it explains how to calculate the quartiles from a stem and leaf. So here it explains the stem and leaf. By now we have our stem and leaf. And to get the median, here you see obtaining the median and the quartiles. So the median, let's start with the median. It says the median is a value that occupies the middle position in a set of values organized in ascending order. If the data set of values or sample size n is an odd number, then you simply pluck out the median. If the set of numbers as sample size is an even number, then you find the average of the 2 middle numbers. First, you have to ensure that the values are arranged in ascending order. And having constructed the stem and leaf, then that will be the case. Locate the position of the median by applying the formula a half times n plus 1. You get an interval called kth value, where n is the number of values in the sample, and count until you obtain the kth value. So first, let us organize these values in ascending order. Let us construct our stem and leaf. So I'm going to use an app to do that. So basically, I'm going to go into Google and type stem and leaf calculator, stem and leaf plot calculator, and here's one right there. So I'm just clicking on it, and I'm going to put my values. Just copy these values. These values are from the example. And the leaves are 1 digit. So the leaves will be the third digit. The first 2 digits will be the stem. And I just click calculate. And here, the calculator has generated my stem and leaf. Okay. So what I do now, I basically use snipping tool. Take a snapshot of it and paste it in my document, Google Docs. And basically now, to complete my stem and leaf, I'm going to put my key. So I can choose any example for my key. So let's say 1, 4. Oh, it says split cells. Oh, I don't want split cells. It gives me an interval between 0 to 4 and 5 to 10. No, I don't want split cells. Let's go and do that over again. I don't want split stems. Yeah, sorry. No split stems. No calculate. Right. Good. No split stems. So it gives me only 14 appears once, 15 appears once, meaning the stems of 14 and 15, etc., has not been split into 2 parts. So it's from, or it leaves from 0 to 10, okay? Okay, so let's fix that now. And my key, you've got to put your key. You can choose any one, let's say 1, 4, and slash, let's say 9 means 149 US dollars. Okay, so now we have our stem and leaf. Okay, now according to the instructions, let's go and look at the steps another time. It says to locate the median, we have to calculate the location, and the location says we've got to calculate a half times n plus 1. N now is the sample size. N here is 20. So I need to calculate a half of 20. 1 over 2 of 20 plus 1. Open bracket, 20 plus 1. And let's briefly calculate this. Right, so a half of 21. 1 divided by 2 times 21, 10.5. So we are looking for the 10.5th value. Okay, that would be where my median is located. Now remember, it says if you are dealing with an odd number, an even number, sorry, your median will be between the two middle. Okay, so the median appears to be between the 10th and the 5th value. So I have to get the 10th and the 5th value. Okay, there should be an example similar to this, and here it is. So if your location is a decimal, you've got to get 2 values and find the average. So my median here is 10.5. So I need to get the 10th and the 11th. So the 10th value, in my case, I'm going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My 10th value is 158. And my 11th value is 165. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. My 11th value is 165. So basically, what I need to do now, my median, which is has the symbol of Q2, is the average of those two middle values. So that will be basically 158 plus 165 divided by 2. Okay. So first, we've got to find what is 158 plus 165, which is 323, and we've got to divide 323 by 2. So my median appears to be 161.5 USD.